course, this is what I've been dreaming about. Driving in my car with all my stuff, going for a race abroad. Although it's only just across the water. Over there we have Sweden. And the weather is not as romantic as I imagined. It's terribly rainy, but tomorrow we'll have sun, I think. Let's see how the drive goes to Knutstorp.
So, welcome to the lineup for the 1965 race at Knutstorp. As you can see, we have all kinds of cars. There's a big Corvette, Grand Sport, Marcus, and a lot of Minis, Volvos, and different kinds of Cortinas, Lotus, and GTs, and one single Alfa Romeo. It's seldom sight to see an Alfa in the Danish race series these years. 15 years ago there were lots of them, but for some reason now they've been abandoned. Now remember, this is my second race. I did the Padborg Park night race a couple of weeks ago, and this, you could say, is my first proper race. Proper in the way that it's the Danish Masters Race Series, it's the Championship Series. And all these guys, they're not exactly close friends like they are more in the 65ers series. They were all splendid guys, and they all helped me out the evening before in the paddock, setting up my Ultimo Stile race camp. This is the smallest car in the series. This will give you an impression about the track. It's Knutstorp in the south of Sweden. It's right on what they call the South Ridge. It's where the mountains start in the south of Sweden. And it's a nice track, like a mini Nürburgring with exciting bends and hills and off-camber and different stuff. This particular corner is called the Spark Plug. And you really have to be cautious over the top here, or you will spin out and not be able to make the following corners here. At the rear of the track, there's this little hump, and then a crazy 180 degrees hairpin. It's called the Idiot for obvious reasons. And then we go back through some switchbacks here. Left and right, and over a hilltop down here in the valley. Very, very exciting, and lots of places where it's very difficult to get the power down, especially in a car like mine with such a limited grip. The track was a bit damp this morning after rain all through the night, and nobody really set a really good time. I was hoping to get a time around 1 minute 21 or 22 or something, because that's what I did in my Batone on street tires. But I wasn't nearly going to get that kind of fast time. I did, though, drive at the very top of my abilities, and I as fast as I could, simply. But this is another kind of car, it's another era. Huge fun, of course, but, well, stressing both the cars and driver. This is Kenneth helping me out measuring the temperatures of my brakes, because I had some difficulty adjusting them. So I did a 1:29 and was satisfied. It placed me actually 5 cars from the rear of the field, while Werner in the markers did a 1:18. He would usually do maybe 1:12 or something, so it was a bit slippery out. Now, first heat, and I was nervous, obviously. Look at the nice cars in the paddock. Wonderful. Both road cars and cars of all ages, actually. It is a historic race weekend, but the youngest cars, the young timers, they're only 15 years old, so they are 1990s cars. We were the oldest cars, and they also had formula races. So we're lining up, and this first heat has a grid from the qualifying, and then the following heats will have grids from the previous race. There would be 3 heats all in all, 1 Saturday and then 2 on Sunday. Now the track was actually dry and it was very good conditions. I was a bit cautious getting off the start line here. I didn't know what was going to happen in the first corner. This is my first time out with a standing start, remember? And Hans van Heers in the Volvo is right on my tail. I'm cutting him off a bit here. And then he just shoots past me on this stretch, going up to the spark plug corner. And then he just pulled away. I couldn't imagine how they would get so much power down everybody else, but I suppose they're more experienced than me. This being my first race, I quite early just decided to make the best of it and get in the experience. And when I came in, I was really all laughs and grinning from ear to ear. It was so much fun. So this is all about having a good time. but I actually managed to get one place up from 18 to 17 for some reason, and I did a fairly reasonable 125. That's actually approved. And when I came in, the drums had proper temperatures, like around 100 degrees Celsius, both front and rear. So I was quite confident that everything would go okay. And in the evening, we had a good time in the paddock among the 65ers. This is Kai Dahlbecker from Stockholm in his Grand Sport Corvette. So we grilled some sausages and had a very delicious meal actually, with a lot of, or should I say, not so much red wine and beer, because we had to get up early and drive the next morning, and they actually do alcohol tests. Some of the guys had to do repairs, but most cars were just running really good. 10 o'clock the next morning, we started heat number 2. I was starting at 17th place, and it was raining a bit. It would rain more during the day, we knew, so it was just about getting in so much fun as possible in this early race, because in the afternoon it would rain cats and dogs, we were told. I caught up with the number 50 Cortina, and we had a very exciting fight over a lot of laps actually. You can see some of it here. Now look at this. I'm struggling a bit to get grip front and rear, especially on this little twisty bit going onto the main straight. It's very difficult to get the power down. If I just stepped on the accelerator, it would spin the wheels and I wouldn't get anywhere. So it's all about finding the right time to change up to 4th gear to get the right spot on the torque curve. Very exciting and really on the limit, although it looks a bit slow, I know. And it was in fact, because I was lapped by the winning car. In the first heat I was lapped twice by the Grand Sport, but in this rainy race he didn't have a chance, and the Minis won, of course. I was only lapped one time by the winner and a few of the leading cars in these wet races, so I was quite satisfied. I pulled away and actually placed 19 in this race. Very good indeed. Although the best time was 1:35.7.
Hello, pit chief. Yes, sir.
It felt like much faster. But you know, that's how fun it is. And of course, the Mini Cooper S1. So the Minis were at the front of the starting grid for the third race in the afternoon, and I was way back at 19th place. And this was really turning into a very, very exciting race. Even slower on my behalf, of course, because it was actually raining this time. I'll post a video with the full race so you can watch everything from inside the car. Everybody were very disciplined on the first lap, and then the field started to crack up a bit, and I had some very exciting fights with both Ford Falcon and with this MG Midget racer. Huge fun and difficult conditions, but I really enjoyed it. Once you're in the car, crash helmet over your ears, and you are in contact through the steering wheel and the pedals, gearbox and everything, it feels very natural, although it looks a bit nasty here with all the wheel turning and difficulties braking and getting the power down. But it's actually like dancing with the car. It's true, and now I've actually experienced it. I really love it. I can recommend everybody to go racing on skimpy tires in the rain in their old race car. P17, that's very good actually, although the time was 1 minute 37 seconds, as you can see. Only just lapped again by the leading car. So yet another trophy for the trophy cabinet. The family came over and they took my tent in the rear of the big BMW car, and so I could just have the stuff inside my car and drive back. It's funny how quick such a paddock dismantles, and everybody prepares to go home. I, of course, being a Team No Trailers car, drove by the ropes and the boats. Fabulous fun, and looking forward to the 2017 season. See you out there.